authority, with the chamber leadership, with the business leadership, principally with the business leadership, because it's all about the private sector creating jobs and economic opportunity. Having spent 36 years of my life running a fourth-generation family business, I pledge to work with you as long as I'm treasurer. So that's you had me in the low part. What's the show me the money? People are asking, why are you carrying these envelopes around? What's in these envelopes? So one of the things that I am responsible for as state treasurer is the unclaimed property division of the treasury. Unclaimed property involves, if you can believe it, we are holding over $2 billion of cash that is unclaimed. There are 600,000 people in this Commonwealth, we're sitting here this morning, who have unclaimed property. $2 billion in cash, $125 to $150 million of mutual funds, stocks and bonds, and it's out there for the taking. It's your money. Now you might say, well, I've seen that insert in the Eagle Tribune, I've seen my names. My name is never there when it's published twice a year. We need to publish that by law twice a year. But those are only the new names that we have learned about in the last 6 months. Those aren't the names that have been there for years and years. Imagine that your grandmother had a passbook someplace, it was in the bottom drawer, and it got put in a box, and the will was probated when she passed, and nobody knew about that $7,427 until somebody put her name into the computer and saw her name. And they brought forward the paperwork, they identified themselves as the beneficiary, the rightful heir, and we sent them a check for $7,427. So what I did was we looked at the members of the board of directors of the chamber, not the individuals, but the companies. So I have here 5 envelopes with forms totaling just shy of $6,000 for 5 companies that are members of the board. I'm going to leave them, Jim, right here. I trust that you will see to it that those 5 companies get those envelopes, and all they have to do is fill out the form, send it back in, and they'll get a check. So what does that do for the rest of us? If there are 600,000 people, that's 1 out of every 10 citizens in this Commonwealth who has unclaimed property. What do? Write down this domain name, findmassmoney.com. I'll say it again, findmassmoney.com. And when you're in front of your computer a little bit later, and I don't think Tom or Scott reminded their colleagues who went on the computer and checked that thing out. Would you, Tom? Would you, Scott? I didn't think so. When you get in front of your computer, type your name in. Type your spouse's name in. Type your mother's name in. You'll find that 1 out of every 10 of you has unclaimed property. It could be $50, it could be $500, or it could be, as Representative Paul Donato, a longtime member of the legislature from Bedford, found when he got a disc from me and us, and he checked out names, and he found a friend of his, 55 years old, man not in very good health, $48,000, and he was able to deliver a check to his constituent for $48,000. I don't suggest that there are a lot of $48,000 checks, but there are a lot of envelopes which are here, $3,700, $187, $513, totaling $6,000. So, findmassmoney.com. We returned a record sum of $76 million to the people of this Commonwealth last year. 28%